You see, there's so many of you who have a supernatural assignment that you have received, and you're just wondering how to navigate. How do I go from point A to point B? Okay, God, you said I'm going to plant a church. How? Where? With who? How do I navigate? What about the capital? Where is it going to come from? And just how do I go about it? Well, if that's you, then it's for you that this service has been crafted. You see, one of the biggest secrets and advantages of my life is the privilege of supernatural leadership. And by that, I simply mean that I just always know what to do. As far as my assignment is concerned, I always know the step to take. The how, the where, the with who, I always know. And this grace is so prolific that if you take away everything that I have and I have to start again, I will only need time. The concept of grace for speed, it's a real thing. I'm telling you, I've got it. It's a real thing. Do you know how our Ibadan church started? Do you know how we started? Calm down now, just pay attention. Not tonight. Do you know how our Ibadan church started? The Lord said to drive there. So I just got the driver, not knowing where I was going or anything at all. And I just drove. The driver said, "Where exactly are we going?" I said, "Just go." And then we got to Ibadan. The Lord wanted to show me something. So I had a leading to use an ATM. So we parked the car and I went to use the ATM. And on the small queue, someone greeted me, "Pastor." I said, "How are you?" I said, "Fine." And then after that, I went into an eatery to get breakfast. And in that eatery, someone else greeted me, "Pastor." Now, this happened in a space of about 5 minutes. And as I was stepping out, the Lord said, "That's what I wanted you to see. To see that you have many people in this city. Plant a church." Precision. Are you listening to me? Supernatural leadership. We see, always on point. In a dramatic way. See, in my life, it happens like in Bible days. It happens just like in Bible days. And well, the Lord said it's contagious. It's contagious. Let me tell you, as I'm here, next year is settled. Did you hear what I said? Next year is settled. I'm already in that year, prophetically. I'm already tasting some of these supernatural experiences. I'm already there. And that's the life that God has called us to live. I mean, what kind of man will leave a church about 250 members strong and go to a new city to start all over again? What kind of man? So, the days of Abraham, where God will say, "Leave your kindred, go to a place that I will show you," those days are still with us. That God is still alive. That God still speaks. Are you getting what I'm saying? And God is using this ministry to show you that. We had no. I mean, when I moved into the city, nowhere to stay. The instruction was so sudden, we had not rented a house yet. So I stayed in a hotel for the first few days. Are you listening to me? I'm talking about just moving on the instruction of God. Abraham had that grace. He could hear what others could not hear. He could see what others could not see. Abraham would see 3 men that look like ordinary men and know there is something extraordinary about them, and will insist that they come to his house to eat. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how important this is. Even if you have a word from God, for instance, in Abraham's case, that you're going to have a child, when the time for the visitation came, the angels did not knock on his door. They just passed as if they were going elsewhere. It took sensitivity for him to say, hey, please, can you stop by? Are you listening to me? So even if it was God's plan, it took sensitivity. Did you hear what I just said? It happens a lot in the realm of the spirit. On the road to Emmaus, are you aware Jesus did the same thing? He did as if he was going somewhere, waiting for their hospitality to say, you know what? I mean, it's already late. Can you spend the night? If they were not sensitive, they would have missed that. They would have. And so the Bible tells us, for instance, it says, be sure to be kind to strangers, because people, by so doing, have encountered angels. So there is a school of the spirit for you to look at someone and know there is something extraordinary about the person. There is a school of the spirit. Abraham knew it, always on point. How can you meet Melchizedek, a man you had never met before, and knew there is something about this man? You know when to give your gifts. You know where to honor, who to honor. You can be precise like that. Come on, are you listening to me? And so, there's one of the pastors of one of the fastest growing churches in this country, a man I have profound respect for, and a man that believes in me so much. We talk regularly, and the man is so humble. He will call, he will ask questions. So how do you guys do this? How do you guys do this? And the man just acknowledges the grace on this ministry so much. One day he told me this. He said, there are many things you don't teach. There are many things you don't teach, because they come naturally to you by grace. He said, if you don't sit down, study your own graces, and try to explain it, and systematically pass it down, he said, they will pass with you. He said, build a system so that it can be transferable. So, I thought deeply about what he said. I prayed about what he said, and that's why I decided to teach this sermon.